deserving, who I respect so much. The winner is Judy Kessler. And I'd like to welcome Janet Briggs up here to read the nomination that she received.
This is a nurse who always manages to make herself available to others. She seems to work under the radar. You know she's there to help, but never makes a big show of all that she does. She has worked here for 7 years, and while we all know her, she does little to call attention to all that she does for us. She helps keep our patients safe from infections, from prolonged and or unnecessary Foley catheters and central lines. Her quiet and calm demeanor is reassuring to the patients and their families. She was an important member of our Stop BSI team. Judy took on the additional duty of monitoring and changing the sterile dressings of all central lines on both the ACU and PCU. She re-educated and made sure that each staff nurse passed a return demonstration competency to change the dressing of the line should she become unavailable. This has been key in keeping our central line associated bloodstream infection rate low. Because of her, our decubitus rate in this hospital has remained at 0. From patient teaching to staff education, she has brought a new focus to skin care. Her input to the products purchased always has patient care and comfort at the forefront. She has developed teaching programs for new diabetics, patients with ostomies, and post-surgical care. On several occasions, she goes out of her way to assure that patients have all the necessary appliances they need before discharge. She intervenes with suppliers to obtain wound vacs for patients with little or no insurance coverage for at-home wound vac care. Her compassion and sensitivity for these patients that are experiencing major life-changing events are extraordinary. Physicians and surgeons alike depend on her for her expertise for managing simple, yet sometimes very difficult and complex wounds. The best example of Judy's dedication to patient care, both physical and emotional, involved a long-term, quote, down-on-his-luck patient with severe infection requiring much of her time and resources. He required daily wound care and sensitivity due to the nature of his infection. The patient also had life changes with alcohol and overall neglect of his health. By the time this gentleman was ready for discharge, Judy had not only healed his wounds, but had contributed to his emotional healing. After the patient was discharged, she returned on several occasions as a changed man. Had it not been for Judy's exceptional care, he may well have returned to his life of neglect and the possibility of a life-threatening infection. Judy exemplifies the spirit in which the Daisy Award was created. Her compassion and highly specialized knowledge of a field not known for its glamour makes her an extremely valuable resource to the patients, the community, and all of us here at Hilton Head Hospital. And I'd also like to, I don't know where Lori is, I just saw her.
Jody's gonna.
Do you want me? I would just like to add a little, Lori Ross also had a little bit of input on this, as did Beth, by the way, too. It was all by myself. Lori, I completely agree with all the comments written above and fully support Judy's nomination for the Daisy Award, as she is truly an extraordinary nurse. Judy is a wonderful resource to all of us that work in the quality division and has been for many years. She supports and participates in many of our most important improvement and safety priorities, including the bloodstream and urinary tract infection prevention projects. She takes outstanding care of our patients and is a wonderful resource to our clinicians, helping to make sure that they are the best possible care of patients with wound care needs.
This is another great example of how nurses and our other staff come together and recognize our own people. So before you guys go, have a piece of cake.
We're not finished yet. Hold on. Jody?
Actually, another nomination for her. That
Yeah.
equally compelling.
Okay, I'm going to cry now. Okay. Judy Kessler consistently goes above and beyond in her daily activities here at Hilton Head Hospital. In her role of wound care, she frequently interacts with patients requiring longer than usual hospitalization. Once, we had a patient on PCU who spent Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas with us. Judy provided him with a daily newspaper and, when permitted, accompanied him outside to enjoy the sunshine. I have frequently witnessed Judy providing patients with a newspaper and coffee. Judy always has a moment to talk with patients and family members. Physicians rely on her expertise with wound evaluation, treatment, and to obtain the best outcomes. She confers with the doctors and pharmacy to assure that proper treatment is given. Judy is someone the nursing staff relies upon to drop what she is doing and come evaluate a backside when they have the patient turn. She is knowledgeable in best practices to maintain skin integrity and has a way of sharing her knowledge without lecturing. A colleague recently had surgery, and being a single mom, there was no adult family members to assist with this person's post-op care after hospitalization. The patient went home with drains, but not to her home. Judy actually took her home to her home and monitored the drains and surgical sites for several days while the coworker had a stress-lessful recovery. It truly takes a special nurse to bring someone into their own home. Judy actively participates in fundraising events with PCU and is an excellent baker. Judy has been known to notice coworkers' scrubs that need a little mending, and as she takes it upon herself to take their scrubs home and fixes them and provides the scrubs and is this wonderful woman still here? Okay. Judy always has a ready smile, and no is not in her vocabulary. She's willing to move beds, assist with baths while doing wound care, coordinates dietary requests with patients, and helps out with the dietary department. She arrives to work ready with a smile and a kind word. She definitely is worthy